Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for checking out Exilestate Comics. I'm Justin, doing a haul for new books that I picked up on April 5th. I know it's a couple days late, but as you can see, I'm in a different place, so that kind of made it slow down. What have you. Alright, on Tuesdays, definitely check us out on JLS Comics about 8:30 Eastern Time. We will be doing Tuesday's ComiConversation. We do that every week. A lot of great guests coming on, or if we don't have a guest, we have a lot of great topics to talk about. So a lot of fun. The chat's always going. So definitely check that out. Check out Strictly Comics. Great content going up over there. Edwin's going to be having an auction over there, I think like May 7th or somewhere. So definitely check him out on that channel for updates on that. And of course, check out comicbook.com because we've always got great articles going up. I do the new Comic Book Day article, the new comic list every Monday. So check that out if you want to find out what's going to be in the shop before you go. Alright, the books. I'll go through these, and then of course I'll go through the comments from last week. I did get a couple back issues that I'll show and kind of explain those at the end. So stick around for that. Okay? Okay, here we go. What am I doing with the mouse? I don't know why I'm trying to move the mouse. Here we go. First off, these are in no order. We're going to go with the mixed bag. Alright? We got Extremity issue number 2. My shop actually got shorted this one, so I went back yesterday and picked it up. First issue was pretty good, so excited to see what's going to happen in issue 2. If you kind of like post-apocalyptic Mad Max kind of weird stuff, definitely check out Extremity if you can find issue 1 and 2 in your shop or wherever you shop for books. I guess you can get them digitally. I guess they never run out digitally, you know. Next, a book I don't know why I'm still getting it. Hawkeye issue number 5. Jessica Jones shows up in this issue. I'm not a fan of this art. That's pretty much. I don't know, for whatever reason I'm just not digging it. So it's maybe my last issue of Hawkeye. We'll see. Okay, next up we got a new book I'm checking out this week. That's Eleanor and the Egret. This is issue number 1 from Aftershock Comics. Of course, this is Sam Keith doing the art. The same guy who brought us the Max. The Max was amazing. John Layman, I guess, is doing the story in this one. So, let's see. Not a lot of ads. We got a lot of double-page stuff going on here. Wow. Look at this guy down here. Who's that he remind you of? What do Mr. Gone, maybe? No, I'm just kidding. Kind of looked like him just because of the shape of his head. But that was it. Not saying anything. Definitely going to check it out. Hopefully it's a good story. If you haven't checked out any of this stuff from Aftershock yet, I recommend it. Like, they've got some good titles. And they've got great artists and writers doing, like, that have moved over from companies that you know. Like, names you know working at Aftershock. So definitely check them out. Got hair over here. Okay, next up, another number 1 this week from Image. This is Black Cloud, issue number 1 from Jason Latour. I don't remember off the top of my head what this one's about. I mean, we go from like seeing something like this to seeing something like that. So yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head what this one's about, but I'll read it. And oh, Matt Wilson's on it too. Is he doing the colors? Let's look. Yeah, Matt Wilson's doing the colors. All right, we like him. He's a local guy. Got sleepy dogs underneath him. All right, next up from Marvel, we got Captain America: Steve Rogers, issue number 15. Definitely a book you want to be reading if you're interested at all in what's going to be happening in Secret Empire that's coming out later this month, I guess, really. So, a lot of crazy stuff going on. I like it. I like what Nick Spencer's doing, where he's going with it. I'm ready for the kind of like status quo change back. So hopefully that's what we get after Secret Empire. You know, I'm ready for Captain America to be a good guy again. You know, who knows? Next up, the one that was supposed to be the amazing book this week was X-Men Gold, issue number 1. It was okay. I wasn't like super duper excited. Super duper? Yeah. I wasn't I mean, the X-Men are playing baseball. Yay! That's kind of cool. But I don't know. Hopefully, it's going to get better. I'm going to give it some time to get going and give it some issues. Hopefully, it drops down to a $4.99 or a $3.99 book instead of a $4.99 book. I don't see any reason issue 2 would need to be a $5 book. Okay, next. I picked up the True Believers Giant Size X-Men #1 just because you can never have too many copies of this story. It's a good book to have. If you haven't picked it up, this is a good way to get it. You can get it cheap here and just read it and see what's going on. It's a good book. Introduces the new X-Men. It's a classic story, as most of us will never, be able to justify paying for a real issue of Giant Size X-Men #1. It's a lot, man. It's a lot for if you're a diehard X-Men fan, if you're just like a collector swapper guy, that's a book that you can probably get, but like that's not one that I'm gonna try to get. If I come across it at a good price, maybe I won't be able to say no, but I don't know. Next up is Nova issue #5. I've really dug this story, trying to figure out what's going on with Richard Rider. It's awesome that we got 2 Novas. And where are they? They're over there. I got the Richard Rider and the Sam Alexander Marvel Legends Novas. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like I found the Sam earlier in the week, or my nephew picked it up. I can't remember. And then found the Richard Rider later that week. It's like, I got both the Novas. Good to go. Shouldn't go. Alright, next up. I don't know, the art looks good to me. It's kind of got like a Joe Madureira feel or something. Royals issue #1. This is our Inhumans going off into space. Doing some craziness. This looks pretty good. Pretty good looking book. We'll see. We will see what's going to happen with that. We'll see how the story goes. It's Al Ewing. I like what he's been doing with Ultimates, so hopefully he will make me like this Inhumans book somehow, some way. Next up, Batman issue #20. This is our final I Am Bane, our finale in the I Am Bane storyline. And next up, in 2 weeks, we start with the Button. We'll get the Button. So between Batman and Flash, was it 4 issues or 6 issues, something like that? I don't remember. But excited to see what they're going to do as they finally look into the Button that was lodged into the Batcave wall, right? And Rebirth, at the end of Rebirth. If you remember, go back 20 issues, 21 issues, I guess. Superman issue #20. This starts a new story arc. I have not read this issue yet. The story arc is called Black Dawn. So we will see where this one goes. We got cool. Got a cool picture of, or a cool setting of the family sitting at the Kent farm having some breakfast or dinner. I guess it's breakfast. Well, it's pie and coffee, so it's probably night. Probably night. That's a good point. And then, of course, I picked up Green Arrow, The Return of Roy Harper. This is issue #20. I've kind of jumped back on it. I don't know if I really ever quit this book, but I was at one point I was going to. So back on it. Have been enjoying it so far. They're still doing the thing where the art's never the same from issue to issue. So it is what it is. This is kind of a pipeline political issue, which they're playing up the Roy's Native American roots. I'm not sure when that came in. I don't remember. But whatever. So we'll see how that one goes. And of course, Vertigo's in there. So next, not the last new book I picked up this week, but the other one's a thing. There's an all new Wolverine issue #19, right? So Laura in her X-Force. I'm just going to call it her X-Force uniform because that's what it looks like. So we will see how that story goes. I picked up last issue, so I figured I would get this one, especially that cover was kind of cool looking. So, okay, so next, I went back, like I said, I went back to the shop to get Extremity, and I saw this book was bagged on the shelf already. This is Nightwing 17, which I don't know if I got it or not. I don't think I did. This is the introduction of Deathwing, I guess. I had to have gotten 16 because I saw him show up. But they had already priced it up, right? They'd already marked it up, like doubled the price of the book. And I was like, whoa, okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab this. There were only 2 copies left. I was like, let me go ahead and get this before it gets more expensive. Luckily, the guy at my shop, the owner there, was like, no, let me go ahead and I'm just going to mark this down to regular price for you. So that was amazing. And so, but I basically did the same thing. I picked up 18, so I gave him, he still got the same amount of money from me, but I got 2 books. So, see how 17 went, and we'll go with 18 here. I'm not going to open that bag just to save some time. But it looks like we got everybody showing up in this issue number 18 here of Nightwing. Tim Seeley doing it. Okay. Now the 2 back issues I picked up just to kind of finish off this and top off this run. I picked up, I may already have these, but I picked up Thor 501 and Thor 502. This is the final issue before the end. Of course, Thor's wearing that crazy get-up, and Hela has gone from green to red. So, whatever. Stuff happens, right, everybody? That's the way it goes. Okay, now let's go over and we'll go through the comments from last week. Definitely leave a comment this week. Like, let me know what you're reading, what you're enjoying. If you randomly pick up back issues, like, what series are you trying to fill in? You know? Like, these were... how much were both of these? Both of those were $3 books. So original cover, I mean, they're in great shape, of course. Like, nothing's wrong with them at all. I'm sure they would grade out and in the high 9s, 9.6 easily, maybe 9.8. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these books, both of them. So not dollar bin just because of the condition they're in. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to pay a little bit more to have the good quality. I mean, basically what I did is I paid double cover price. I'm okay with that for a book that came out in the 90s, I'm sure. 96, yeah. So that's okay for something that's in really good shape, and it's going to be in a collection. Like, I'm going to stick it with my Thors. It's going to stay there. I'm going to do a Thor collection video at some point, I promise. All right, so getting back to that, leave a comment. I'm about to go over the other comments as I just ramble on about Thor. See the Beta Ray Bill, okay? Okay, first off, we got Jack Yo. What's up, Jack Yo? How's it going, man? He says the Hanna-Barbera annuals look so good. Can't wait to read them. I love the role reversal happening in Infamous Iron Man. Good Doom versus Evil Reed later. Yeah, that is fun. Reed versus the Thinker, right? Isn't that his name, the Thinker? Or Reed as, yeah. Ultimate Universe. There's so many Ultimate Universe characters that have made it over. That's why I still think that maybe the War Thor is the Ultimate Thor. Like, somehow, some way he made it through. Or, what if it's a Hyperion? Like, the good Hyperion that was in the Avengers run-up to Time Runs Out and Secret Wars? Where's that Hyperion? Okay, next up, Chris Ventura. Everybody knows Chris over on ComicFrontline. Definitely check them out. Thanks a lot for leaving a comment here, man. He says, oh, but you're going to have to put the Batman picture you just put up. You're going to have to move it. He's talking about, if you go back months and months on my videos, I had a big Batman like wall art. And I'm going to have to contact that company and see about getting a different one because that, it would blend in really, really crazy on this wall. I may try to put it up. I may put it up and just see how it looks. But yeah, it's really, really cool. I need to get something else from them like that. If that doesn't work in here. He said, sadly, every month when you get the 5th Wednesday, you get $5 books. It's the dreaded 5th Wednesday curse. Awesome haul as always. Thanks a lot, Chris. I really appreciate it. Like I said, everybody, check out his channel. It's Chris Ventura. And also check out ComicFrontline. I think I have a link in the description below for that also. So everybody check out ComicFrontline. All right, next up we got Ramiro Gomez. What's up, Ramiro? Romero says, nice haul, Justin. Thanks, man. I also got that X-Men Prime Venomized variant. It was cool, wasn't it? It was a cool cover. Like I said, I think they put Laura like kind of small up at the top just because she had like her own cover. Otherwise, I think if she didn't have her own book at that point, it would have been mostly her. Venomized variant. Let's see. I hope you get the Gwenpool or the Spider-Gwen Venomized variant. I haven't found it yet. What I got this week was a ton. Yeah, for being a light week. I was the same way, man. It was supposed to be a 5th Wednesday. I still spent a lot of money. It was ridiculous. Never is when I walk into the comic book shop. It's my Toys R Us. They have my pools, but I always get more than I end up planning to. I'm with you. I'm with you. Well, till next time, always a pleasure. This is Weekly Comic Book Info. Hey, man, always awesome. I really appreciate your comments all the time. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's go on to Holger Peterson. Holger, how's it going? Holger said, hello, Justin. Hey, Holger. I'm excited to see your new decor. Well, it's getting there. It's getting there, brother. I appreciate you thinking of that and holding on. He said, my favorite books from last week's comics were Spider-Woman 17. Wow. Unfortunately, the final issue. I didn't know they were canceling that. That's crazy. I wonder where she'll show up now. Thanos number 5. That was crazy, wasn't it? Occupy Avengers 5. Not reading it. Thunderbolts 11 was good. Titans Annual number 1 was good. Also, I have read all 4 Hanna-Barbera crossovers. Nice. I think I got all 4 or I got 3. I'm not sure. And X-Men Prime, disappointing. I expected more. It was. I'm with you. Gold was kind of along the same lines. It was a little bit better, but still not there. I'm going to check out Blue next week just to check it out. Maybe. Depends on how big the week is. Just to see what's going on. Just to see what's going on. I think Weapon X is coming out soon, so we'll see. I guess that's realistically Laura's new Weapon X suit, so whatever. All right. Next up, the last one we got over here. We got the Comic Book Villain who says, Comic Book Villain says, nice haul there, Justin. And that Captain Marvel Venomized cover was the best looking nice Venomized cover of the week. Yeah, and I didn't get it. I did not get it. So I'm looking for those too. I got to get the Spider-Gwen Venomized cover, and I want the Captain Marvel Venomized cover. So I got to find those. Some guys were picking up 2 copies of that cover when I was at the shop. See, I think that's what happened, man. They were just gone. And I always get there. And I always get there before. Oh, okay. It was spaced out. Before my LCS opens every Wednesday. I wish I could, man. Sometimes I'm not there till like 4 o'clock. And the shop's been over for 5 hours. He goes on to say, well, the books I'm looking forward to this week are Moonshine number 6. Very cool. The Old Guard number 2. Yep. Rough Riders issue 2. Did they restart that, or is it Rough Riders something else number 2? I can't remember. Jawhook number 4. Don't know that book, man. I gotta look that one up. Green Lantern Space Ghost number 1 was cool. I really dug the art in that one. Suicide Banana Splits. Banana Splats. Banana Splits number 1 was a good book also. Well, my friend, happy reading later's The Villain. Thanks a lot for posting, man. I really appreciate it. Those crossovers they did last week with Hanna-Barbera, we got a couple mentions here. Those were actually a lot of fun. I think they did a good job. I like that they're just one-shots. They're not mini-series or anything like that. That's the way they need to keep them. Maybe do them once a year. Maybe switch it up and do some different characters like once a year. That'd be fun. But don't make it an ongoing thing. That'll take away the fun and the rarity of that type of fun story. So if you're listening out there, please do those, but not that much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. That's it, everybody. That's all the comments. That's all the books that I picked up this week. So I really appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, do that kind of fun stuff. Like I said, leave a comment. I'll go over it next week. And until then, I'll be back with another haul very soon of some sort, or maybe something else. Maybe I'll surprise you with a different type of video and a live show. Very soon to do a live show. We broke 350 subs, so thank you very much, everybody who has already subbed. I really, really appreciate it. That means a ton to me. So definitely going to be doing a live show, live Q&A, whatever, very soon. Have a good one, everybody. Happy reading.